Hello Boro fans, it's Joe from Boro Fan TV and this is the preview for the upcoming game on Wednesday the 23rd of October with a 7:45pm kickoff as the Boro take on Huddersfield Town in the Sky Bet Championship at the John Smith Stadium. Now, it's worrying times, I know, for some people's cases, because we are near enough the bottom three, and come by after Wednesday we could end up in those bottom three. And we're only into November, so in my opinion it's not the end of the world, because we have seen teams come from worse positions to survive, but there's a whole lot of chance we could do it. Saturday against West Brom, there were signs. There was a lot of signs that we played good attacking football. There for at least 80 minutes, and then the last 10 minutes we kind of slumped, and Hal Robson-Kanu came up with a sneaky goal to give West Brom the win to keep them at the top of the table. So it's a must-win now. Some people are saying, coming from the game on this Wednesday night, and a good hour and a half trip down to West Yorkshire could be the turning point game returns for Jonathan Woodgate and his players to bounce back from a very poor run of form. Because I think so far at the moment, apart from obviously like Coulson and Friend's near enough back to full fitness now anyway, and Coulson started playing for the under-23s again. I bet one of them can feature at some point on Wednesday night. And pretty much, if not pretty much, the squad that we started with against West Brom could very well be maybe the starting lineup again on Wednesday night, unless you make a couple of changes. Like, obviously, I know Boro fans are just concerned about Shotton at the minute. He's not producing the goods, but and I think he played pretty much the whole 12 games so far that we had now this season. Well, 12 coming up. It could be signs that he might need a due of a rest, and could have Dyke still probably back into the fray, and move Howson back up to a more midfield position, and then the wing player, Tavalia played behind the summer long on Saturday, and he did well in that position. So it could be the same lineup or a couple of changes, but let us know in the comment section if you were to make changes from the previous game on Saturday. Now we're going to Huddersfield Town. They're actually placed one place below us at the minute, and they could leapfrog us if they pick up at least a point or 3 more points on Wednesday night, and that could send Boro down to the relegation places. Huddersfield, since they've been relegated from the Premier League last season, they kind of struggled to a life back in the Championship, you know what I mean? Obviously, the poor run of form cost Jan Sievert his job, and then they brought in Danny Cowley in from Lincoln City, who's a well-proven manager who got Lincoln up through 2 divisions. So there's a lot of positive signs around the men from West Yorkshire. They currently sit one place below us, in 22nd and we're 21st. The current record at the moment for Huddersfield is played 12, won 2, drawn 3 and lost 7. Last game out, they drew 2-2 away at Blackburn, which is signs that Huddersfield are getting at least a few decent results in, which is clearly bad news for us, you know what I mean? Because they're catching up, and obviously Stoke are catching up, which is the other team below as well, and Barnsley are the ones that are sitting rock bottom. The teams at the moment, they've got good players in their ranks, a couple of them brought in over the summer, and they kept some players as well from when they were in the Premier League last season. Obviously, you still got the likes of Christopher Schindler, who's a big, tough defender to play against, obviously, as well as another couple of players like Fraser Campbell, they've just brought in on a free transfer. Danny Simpson, they brought in on a free transfer. The goalkeeper's quite good as well. Camille Cabrera is called, a Polish keeper who's on loan from Liverpool. And you got the likes of Junior Bakuna, who is literally scoring goals for fun for them over the last month or so in the midfield area. So there's a lot of good players along the ranks, for Huddersfield Town now. This is the first time we've actually played Huddersfield since the season we got promoted, the 2015-16 season. I can remember going to John Smith Stadium itself back in December of 2015 when we won 2-0. Remember the game? We only had 2 shots all game from Adam Clayton and Emilio Ensue that got the win for us that day. And then I think we beat them 3-0 at the Riverside, I think. in the reverse fixture. I think Gaston Ramirez scored a hat-trick that day. So we have a good record against Huddersfield, you know, down the years, but just to remember, Boro fans, it really is a must-win for us on Wednesday night, because if we don't, then we could see Boro end up in the bottom three, which is strange to think when you think about it at the start of the season. I would have settled for the top finish, but we could end up looking at a relegation fight, which obviously we don't want to see happen, really. But let us know in the comment section. Your thoughts going into the game on Wednesday night, Boro fans. And then you've got to consider the two games we've got coming up after that: Fulham at home and then Derby away. They're two big games, which obviously we don't want to consider dropping points for. Anyway, that's enough for me, but I'll be attending my first away game this season on Wednesday night, so hopefully I'll see a couple of you guys there. I think we're bringing about 1,500 down to the John Smith Stadium on Wednesday, so let's make a bit of noise, you know, get behind the team, and hopefully in the must-win game we get the 3 points we deserve. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe as always. Social media links to Facebook, Twitter and our Instagram are down the bottom as well. And until then, Boro fans, I will see you guys at the John Smith Stadium on Wednesday night. Up the Boro.